Hi, welcome back to Old Westbury Gardens. It's Miss Kim again. Last time we visited together, we observed changes outside because of the transition into a new season, fall. Each new season brings on new changes. As we're nearing a new season again, winter, let's see what changes we can find again.
Join me on our lake trail to explore and observe the similarities and differences from our last tour. Think about what each of the 4 seasons look and feel like outside. Here in New York, we can see big changes outside in the winter. What comes to mind when you think of winter? Maybe the snow, cold, darkness, holidays. Look around at the trees. On your last visit, we noticed leaves falling off of the trees to prepare for winter. What do the trees look like now? They all look the same? Are there colors on the trees? Are there leaves on the trees? The trees that let go of their leaves every year are called deciduous. These leaves must be dropped for the protection of the tree. They have water in them, so they would not be able to survive the winter. Why do you think? What happens with water outside on a really cold day? Exactly, the leaves would freeze. I see something that's frozen right here on the lake trail. Can you find it? Yes, the lake is frozen. Leaves provide food for the tree by making energy from the sun into food. When the weather gets colder and deciduous trees lose their leaves, the trees make a special layer between each leaf and its branch, so it will be protected from the cold and it can store food for the winter. We know that deciduous trees drop leaves to prepare for winter, but some trees also drop their seeds. Remember this? Right, sweet gum seed pod. Does its tree look the same? What do you think these are? These are cones. They hold the tree's seeds. Many cones close their scales to protect the seeds from cold temperatures, wind, and even animals. Then they open them up and release them when it's warm and dry and easier for seeds to spread and grow. Such a big job they have for such a small piece of nature. What types of trees do pine cones come from? They come from pine trees. This tree is a white pine tree. Is the white pine tree a deciduous tree? Does it still have its leaves? You're right, the white pine still has its leaves. But why? You may have noticed that some trees have leaves that don't fall to the ground, and they have different shapes than a lot of other trees. Do you know what kind of trees keep their leaves? Right, they're evergreen trees. They keep their leaves, and just like their name says, they stay green forever. Most evergreens have needle-shaped leaves, and many have a smooth, waxy coating to help them stay warm in the winter. The leaves don't have water inside them like deciduous leaves do, so this also helps them survive cold temperatures. Evergreen trees are good habitats for resident birds that live here in all 4 seasons. Birds look for shelter in the winter in evergreen trees. They are very important. The trees have the thick needles that help give them protection from the cold, snow, and wind. What parts of this white pine tree can a bird be protected from the cold weather? Not only are evergreen trees good habitats for resident birds, but the birds can also use their seeds as a food source. Can you spot any birds? Look closely. There may be many sources of food available for birds in the winter, but finding that food can be a challenge sometimes in poor weather and harsh conditions. Spreading some bird seed outside or making a bird feeder and hanging it up outside can be very helpful for them. Thank you for exploring the seasons changing at Old Westbury Gardens Lake Trail with me. I hope you enjoyed your tour and continue exploring outside this winter season. See you next season.
Thanks. Bye.